Alright, only time didn't exist, even though it is an invisible construct anyway, it's not even real. We do have to abide by the rules of time. Unfortunately, we've got about 10 minutes left, so we have one more speaker left for you. Radek comes out of Nimbin. You've already heard from him before, and so he's going to give us a quick 10 minutes, and then I'll wrap us up with just a final conclusion, and then you'll be on your way.
Thanks for coming. Hey, it's really good to see some support, because there's a lot of sick people who couldn't come, and every one of you represents 10 of them. Okay, so thanks for coming. All right, you've heard a lot today, haven't you? Have you got any questions that you really want that didn't get answered, that you think you might want to chuck up now, or do you want me to just talk about medicinal cannabis therapy?
Can I have the last fella's phone number?
Stuart. Is he around?
Yep.
This lady here wants your phone number.
It is medical research.
Yeah, bro?
I've got MS.
Okay.
I want to go down the path of having medical cannabis. Nothing's working for my pain and spasticity.
I hear you. Yeah. I've treated many people with
I don't know
MS.
what to get as a patient. There's no website I can just go to and say, that's it.
Okay.
I just don't know as a
Okay.
patient.
Let me tell you this. Medicinal cannabis therapy, whatever we want to treat, and in this case we're talking about MS, is dose dependent. Okay, now dose dependent means your healing rate depends on your dose rate. So if you have a big dose, fast healing. If you have a small dose, you still get the healing, but it's not as fast. It's a bit slower, it's over a bit more time. Okay? And our limit as to how much we can have in one dose is sleepiness. We just go to sleep. And you don't want to be having so much that you're sleeping all day, because you want to have a day, right? So you want to get to a saturation point in your blood. So start off very small with dose rate, as small as you can. Take a little bit, see how that goes. It's best to take it late at night before you go to bed. Wake up in the morning. If you're still feeling like you're a bit out of it and you can't really get it together, then you had too much and you just need to cut the dose back a bit. But if you wake up feeling fine, then have another dose in the morning. And keep going like that, right? Every day, every second day, you'll be able to increase your dose, because your body builds up resistance, not resistance, but tolerance. It builds up a tolerance, and the more we can have in our blood, the faster we will heal. Okay? So there's a few different applications that you'd probably like to choose from, because some critical conditions, when you're having a seizure, stroke, things like that, which are really critical, you need very fast applications. Okay, so the fastest way to get it is probably through a vaporizer or atomizer or something like that. If you can't deal with that, next best would be tincture, because tincture is in alcohol, and alcohol goes into your blood really quickly. So you don't need very much alcohol to carry a lot of cannabinoids into your blood. So that's a very good method as well for controlling these critical attacks. But then you want to have your go-to everyday dose, yeah? And you probably want to have that 3 or 4 times a day. And that you would probably use something like an oil infusion for that. And so you just infuse the cannabis into the oil like you would tea leaves into tea. Yeah? It's very easy to do. And then you just start drinking that oil every day. You might want to have a teaspoon, or you might want to have 1 ml. That's up to you. As you start off small and work your way up. Yeah? the more you eat, the faster you heal. Yeah? And that works for just about everything. Epilepsy doesn't need as much to get control, and once you've got control, you don't need to keep increasing your dose. So there are certain ailments that dose dependency still applies, but no need to go over the top. Yeah? Cancer, different story. If you've got cancer, you might want to eat 30 grams in 30 days. That's a gram a day. There's no need to do that kind of thing for epilepsy. You'll get pain control way before you reach that dose. Right. Yes?
Do you know how to make oil?
How to make hash oil? Yes, very, very simple. Okay? I'll give you a quick demonstration. Have you got a good imagination? Alright, we're in the kitchen. Okay? We have a bowl of buds, so we chop them all up. First thing to do, dry it out in the oven. Put it in the oven for say 15 minutes at 100 degrees. Alright? And then take it out, it'll break up very, very easy. So break it all up, but not into powder. Just about the same as you would get little flakes of herbs, you know, mixed herbs. If you bought a packet of mixed herbs with little flakes, okay? About that size. Break it all up to that. Throw it in the freezer straight away and freeze it solid. Also, you'll get a bottle of alcohol and put that beside it. So you've got your two bottles there. A bottle of herb, frozen, and a bottle of alcohol, which won't freeze, but the alcohol temperature will drop to about -20, depending on how good your freezer is. Okay, so we get to that stage, then what we're going to do is pour the alcohol into the bottle of the herb. Put the lid on tight, shake it for 3 minutes, no more. We look at the herb, we'll see the liquid, the solution of alcohol will be starting to turn gold. Alright, that's a good colour. We're looking for gold or we're looking for red, but we're not looking for green. If it starts to go green in any way at all, as soon as you see a hint of green in there, take the lid off the bottle, pour it straight through a strainer, just a normal kitchen strainer, and separate the herb from the solution. Now that solution is now cannabis tincture. You can drink that as it is, you can use that, it's probably a mixture of about 100 to 1. So the active ingredient, which is hash oil, would be about 1 ml to 100 mils of alcohol. Okay? So we can make that stronger by simply evaporating some of the alcohol out. That will make it much stronger, but we don't really know what is what until... Okay, so evaporate it all out, and then you're left with the hash oil. That's the active ingredient. Now, with that, that's what you wanted to make. Okay, with that, you can then mix that back with the alcohol, equally proportions to make a sublingual tincture, so you just put drops under your tongue. Or you can mix it at 100 to 1 and make a full strength, which you will use teaspoons of. Okay? That's your choice. Yeah? And to treat certain things, you need that. You need that choice. Then you might want to mix that hash oil that you just made with any oil or fat or butter, or you can use, you know, that suits your body, that you want for your ailment. In a medicinal case, we say olive oil stays in the lymphatic system, doesn't get processed by the liver. So if you've got cancer of thyroids or anywhere in the lymphatic system, then you use olive oil, and you would take that and eat that. If you've got cancer in the liver, then you would go for coconut oil, because that goes straight to your liver. Okay? So, but, you know, it's up to you. It's your body, your ailment, so you decide what suits you best. You can find out all of this information online. All of these carrier oils have medical properties too. That's why we use them. Did you get that? That's called quick cold wash, okay? Freezing cold alcohol, freezing cold herbs, mix them together 3 minutes, no more, then separate them through a strainer, evaporate the ethanol out, and you're done. You've got hash oil. Is that simple? Quick cold wash.
How do you evaporate the...
How do you evaporate it out? Well, you could just leave it in the sun if you wanted to. That would do the job. If there's no sun, or if you don't want it to be heated, then you use a fan. Just use like a biscuit tray or something like that, right? So it's all spread out and collects down in one little corner. And then blow air over the top of it. You know, you don't want to do this in a place that, like here, because it's all trapped in here, right? You want to do this in an outdoor space when you're dealing with ethanol, because the fumes will get you drunk, and you do not want to be drunk when you're making medicines, because it's very expensive if you fuck it up. And everybody, sorry about that, but you know what I mean, right? Okay, so blow it out the window, blow it away, don't breathe it in, all right? Yes?
Can you just elaborate a little bit more on the cancer? When you said 30 grams in 30 days, would that be 1 gram of the oil in something else, or...?
Yes, that's 1 gram of the oil. That's right, a day for 30 days. And that will probably do the job, but then it might not, you might need more. A friend came one time, he was suffering from lung cancer. He showed me the scans. I wish I had them with me now, and I could show you. But he only had 2 weeks left to live, right? And so we decided to use hash oil and to smash it through a vaporizer, which I just misplaced. And he put, there's 2 grams in there, that gives you an idea of the size of it. He put 40 grams like that through a vaporizer in 30 days, and his lungs were completely 100% clear. Okay, and I've seen it happen many times, but not with the vaporizer. That was very interesting. Most people just eat it. Just put a little bit on your tongue, start about the size of a grain of rice on your finger, and just suck it, or you can rub it into your gums. People say that. But just as long as you get it into your blood, that's what it counts. Yeah?
Does tolerance stem to people's body weight or the uniqueness of like how their body works? Because I know like your body can grow a tolerance to a certain substance, but is it unique to different people? Is it like is it for body weight or?
I know an 8-year-old who's got a brain tumour and he eats that much every day.
Okay, yeah.
And the only thing that you can see about this 8-year-old that he's been eating so much oil is his eyes are a bit red. Apart from that, he's like a normal 8-year-old running around, getting into mischief, doing the normal things 8-year-old kids do. And he should have been dead 3 or 4 years ago now. Yeah, I think any more questions or anything? Yeah.
Would you agree that people are starting off with oil, especially high dosage at 1 gram a day or whatever, that, like you mentioned, start off like a rice grain and then have the dosage of oil before going to bed so that they don't have the full psychotropic episode by having such a large amount, especially for those that have never had it before?
Absolutely. Start off small and overnight time before you go to bed. If you wake up in the morning and you're still feeling groggy, then you had too much, cut your dose back down a bit. As soon as if we're dealing with cancer, right, and in this case the guy with the lung cancer had 2 weeks to live, we didn't have any time to muck about, right? You know, so we just got straight into it, okay? But if you've got plenty of time, then you can start off small and work your way up, you know.
The side effects aren't much, wouldn't be worse than, say, chemo or radiation treatment anyway, so the side effects of the concentration. The
side effects of taking too much oil is to go to sleep.
Yeah.
If you happen to be facing a terminal disease, going to sleep is a frigging good idea because you probably haven't had a lot of sleep in a long time. So there's not really any problem with the side effects from taking too much oil. There was a story not so long ago of some kids down south, right, that got this from taking too much, smoking too much cannabis, they said, and they had to get in showers and stuff for hours, and they had bad tummy aches, yeah? But when we really discovered was that cannabis that they smoked has been sprayed with chemicals, and that's the chemicals, and that if you give them organic herbal medicines made from cannabis, it will soothe all of the problems that they're having, rather than having to have showers and deal with painkillers. Yeah, I think they want to kick us out pretty soon.
What was your website address again, sorry?
My website address? It's called Medicinal Cannabis Therapy. Just one word, no capitals. medicinalcannabistherapy.com.
And is that you somebody that offers advice to people coming in?
Yes, I'm there most of the time. My computer just broke down. I just got a new one, so I'll be there. All right? I'm here now, I know. But I'll be there when I get home. In about an hour and a half. Medicinalcannabistherapy.com. Got it? Yeah, cool. Become a member. You can talk to me there. You can send private messages. My name's Radical Conscious, or Alan Evans. Alright? But there's a lot of owls down where I come from, and I wrote this song called Radical, which goes something like, no aspro, chase the windy bugs, no chemical, pharmaceutical drugs. All my medicines grow natural, so why do you call me radical?